You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you may not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astropro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astropro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astropro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astropro. Go to astroproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astropro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astropro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
I'm Brandi Redmond.
I'm Stephanie Holman, and this is your weekly dose of BS.
All right, so a few weeks ago, you guys flew to, where was it, Nebraska? Somewhere totally random.
We went to Nebraska, and
oh my God.
The side I've been to Nebraska is going to Nebraska Furniture Mart, so.
Okay, so you both kind of teased me last week and said that there was something that happened in Nebraska to Brian, but you did not elaborate. What happened? Why did Brian almost get arrested in Nebraska?
Yes, because he is not potty trained.
He's not what?
He's not potty trained. Oh. He doesn't know how to hold it.
So what happened?
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, all I know is that I was very amused because he had to go to the bathroom real bad. And there was a long waiting on the highway to get into, actually, we were just driving. But I think we were close to the venue, were we not, Stephanie?
No, we were really close. We were like maybe if you were normally driving 5 minutes, but in bad traffic, you know, it would be 30. It would be like a 30-minute. So we were really close, but so far away because it was, you know, concert.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Stephanie may want to tell it because I feel like I'm going to laugh all the way through, but
okay.
He had to go to the bathroom so bad. And so he was like, I'm just going to go right down here under this bridge.
So anyway, so the driver and Travis were like, oh, just go under the bridge. And there was a man that was down there. So I was like, well, you know, you'll have company.
A man that was down there, like a homeless man?
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, you know, just go down there. Obviously, it's fine. So Brian doesn't go all the way down like, you know, you should. And it's like, there's a lot of cars, right? So he's down. You can't see his weenie. So he's down there peeing, but you can't see his butt either. Like Brady told him you couldn't fix him.
I did tell him. I was like, yeah, like you can see your butt. You were plumbing it out.
So he walks down the hill.
Okay.
Like he's going under, but you can still see his back and his head sticking out.
You can see his carrot top.
Yeah, you can still see his head sticking out. Anyway, so we're driving along, and I mean, we're going like 2 miles an hour. So there's no way he could have taken a dump for 30 minutes and still walked and caught up with us. I mean, it was that slow. So we're driving, and all of a sudden there's a police officer that's like pulled like to the corner, like, you know, kind of turned and stopped. So I'm like, oh my Lord, surely to God, this guy is not going after Brian. Like that would be so like, first of all, how did he see this? It's like really bad traffic. So this cop, like, you know, a little ways down is like kind of in between, you know, the cars like going, you know, in the median, I guess you would say, like on the grass.
Brian's still outside when this.
Brian's still letting it go.
Oh.
He's still peeing. So this guy like starts walking over to, I thought, a different car. I was like, oh, thank the Lord. So then Brian like walks and gets in the car, and the cop starts coming over to our car and has him roll down the window. And he's like, excuse me, sir. There, like, were you doing what I thought you were doing over there? And Brian was like, well, I had to go to the bathroom really bad. And I didn't, and this traffic's so bad, I just couldn't hold it. And the guy was like, sir, there are children around here.
Oh my.
He was like, I could take you to jail right now for, what was it?
For indecent exposure?
No, it was like something really crazy. It was like,
it was like almost like he was a pedophile or something.
For a sexual, it was like for some sexual crime, like for whipping it out in front of children.
That would have totally ruined his life.
Yeah, he was like, I could take you to jail for being a pedophile.
So if you pee within, I think it's like, I want to say it's like 2 miles, maybe it's a half mile of a school or a public library, and you're charged with indecent exposure, you have to register as a sex offender, essentially.
No, that's what almost happened to Brian. He was almost. I was waiting for Travis to be like, are you serious? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. But he didn't. I was really proud of him because I was like, he's going to get his friend thrown in jail. I know this.
I had been giggling and filming, and then all of a sudden I just stopped. I was like, wait, this is actually serious.
Oh, yeah. So the guy was like so mad. Brian was like, yes, sir. Okay, sir. And then he got done. I was like, oh, my God, you almost like almost a pedophile.
Brian was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then he like repeated himself all over again. Like, I was like, oh, no, he might have like a mentality like he wants to take you. You are, Brian.
And like, did you watch Real Housewives of Dallas this year?
So this is probably why Brian, now at this point in his life, wants a full-time driver.
So Brian almost got arrested. The guy said he was he could have taken him as like a sex offender. No, that's what he said. He was like, I could arrest you and you would be a sex offender, and the rest of your life you would have to like let people know where you live, and it could ruin your life. And I was like, oh my God, do cops really like arrest people for peeing? I pee all the time, like on my way to Oklahoma. Like I'll just pull over and
I think in like the traffic situation he seems justified in peeing on the side of the road like that, makes a little sense. Interesting. That's Yes. Well, I'm glad Brian's not
But he was definitely like
pedophile.
Under the bridge. But still, you have to be like way like under the bridge and around the corner.
Oh, well, I don't think that's even like, I'm sure he would have taken him for that too.
Yeah, it was so crazy. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea that it is that serious. So note to self, and everyone listening, do not pee, like just pee your pants.
No, I had a friend's boyfriend who was walking home from like a bar one night and had to pee, and he peed like next to like, I think he was walking like by a school, but it was like 11:30 at night, and a cop stopped him, and he was like, I don't know, it was like public intoxication and public indecency, and because he was peeing on a school, he had to register for like 7 years, and every time he moved as a sex offender.
What? That's insane.
Yeah.
So, that is insane. Just from peeing. So then he was a sex offender for just like peeing outside, like around, like where schools, like in a certain vicinity.
Yep.
Oh my God. I'm really going to be careful now because I am the world's worst at like.
You know what I really think we need on this podcast? And actually, I've gotten quite a few applications. I feel like we need like a resident lawyer to come on and just like give us like legal advice on these kinds of things.
Yeah, if you were a lawyer, let us know. We would love to rack your brain about
the law
all
offices of Trace Stewart are hiring interns.
Yes.
Unpaid interns.
Yes. Oh my God. Seriously. Now you have to work for free. That's very true. We are dollars on a budget, and the budget is nothing.
I have heard that, but a lot of times in the past, like people would work for free just for experience and stuff. I don't think that people do that anymore. Like I think you have to pay them.
Yeah, I have a friend
I
have a friend whose boyfriend is in law school, and he is an unpaid intern for a firm in Dallas.
I mean, I know at home, and I think you have to pay. I mean, I don't know. There are not a lot of people, especially right now. You can't even find people to work. Like, it's hard to hire people. There's every place I go, it's like, please bear with us. We are short staffed, everywhere, any state, anywhere.
When I see the homeless people on their day, I'm like, wait, did you not know there's so many, help wanted signs? I just want to help them out. Maybe they need a ride.
They may not know. You should literally, yes.
Maybe they need a ride. Could I have a volunteer Brian's driver?
You're like, would you like to drive my husband?
Okay, so Brandi was just explaining this to me. So Brian now has his own personal driver?
Yeah.
Oh, does
Why?
He does.
Did you hear what that story was we just said? Of course he
Well,
that's what I thought, because when we were in Nebraska, I heard him on the phone with this person, and I was like, wait, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I'm going to hire him as my full-time driver.
Oh my, I would love
that. He doesn't anymore.
I feel like
Trey is my full-time driver, but not anymore.
I feel like I need you to pick me up today, by the way. I still don't have a car.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I feel like in New York or LA that would make sense. I don't know if Plano is that bumping. You can't find a parking spot.
Trust me, I've had my fair share of wait, you need a driver. I'm the one who's carrying 4 kids around.
Yeah, I feel like Brooklyn and Brinkley having a driver makes sense because they can't drive. So he can chauffeur them around so that you just have 2 to deal with, and Brian can drive himself.
Yeah.
I would commandeer his driver if I were you.
Yeah. I don't really know, but it is fun. He's a fun character. So it'll be, hey, stop it, dog. By the way, I still have the dog.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. I'm so happy that you decided to keep your dog.
Well, I don't know if I've decided to keep it, but it's here.
But it's here.
It's here. It's really cute. It's already torn up some of my shoes. Those cute cowboy boots I wore in Nebraska, I never quite put away. So they became now.
Those are really expensive too.
Yeah, they were. So
they were.
My
so mad at myself. So mad at myself.
Oh my gosh, who is watching on Netflix? I'm only 4 episodes in, so if you've watched it, do not ruin it for me. Clickbait.
Wait,
we are. This is huge for us, you guys.
Yes.
Wow.
You know what? And I actually started watching it last night, and now I am having bad dreams.
Okay, I finished it last night.
Well, let me tell you something. I literally was like, I went and woke up Brian in bed, and I was like, when you go on that business trip, what are you doing?
Wait, so what episode are you on?
I think I'm on 3.
Okay. When does it turn, Stephanie?
I will tell you this. I just finished it, and I did not know the ending until the last episode. It's that confused. I mean, it's like that. I thought it was at least 10 people until I realized who it was. Yeah, it's good. That. I like movies like that because sometimes I watch a movie and I'm like, oh, it's her from the very, very, very beginning. But this one, I did not know until the last episode. It keeps you guessing.
Oh, well, if you're not watching Clickbait, we highly recommend it because if we were all watching it, it is something.
It messes with me. This kind of stuff messes with me, in a major way.
Well, I still recommend you watch it because it's so good. It's
I'm going to finish it because now I wanted to turn the TV back on and keep watching. But then I was like, no, I have to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. No, it's so, you know what else? I think Trey, I know you watched this. The Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes. Caitlyn Jenner, Untold. So good.
Brandi would love that.
But aren't some of his daughters, or her daughters, pregnant? Or is that a rumor?
Well, I
Kylie
think she messed up because she was doing some interview, and I think it was for the documentary. And they went into some toy store, some kid store, and she was like, yeah, I have 18 grand. Well, it's about to be 19. And I don't think it was filmed, but someone was filming with their phone and then released it. And so then now it's like, all right, well, either Kendall or Kylie's pregnant. It's probably not Kendall. So.
It's so crazy. Good for her.
But no, it was very, very good. When I saw it originally, I was like, who asked for this? And then I watched it, and it was really, really good. And what I thought was so interesting was kind of went through, well, one, how having that identity crisis really pushed her to excel in the Olympics, but also how she reached such massive fame in such a short amount of time, and then it kind of died down. And then doing Keep Up with the Kardashians, she almost said kind of like ruined everything for her. Like it was too invasive, it was too personal, it was too much, and she didn't like that. So it was very, very interesting.
Yeah.
But it was.
No, I thought it was really good. What I liked is that it focused so much on the Olympics and Bruce and his career. And I love that Caitlyn kind of honored both
Bruce.
her and Bruce, which I thought was really cool. And she was like, Bruce did that, not me. But that was Bruce's journey. And now I'm doing this journey. And I liked that. I liked that it was really cool how she kind of honored every journey in her life.
Yes.
It was really, really cool. I think it's on Hulu, but it's also, I like that it's like one episode.
Well, yeah, it's like a docuseries or documentary.
Yeah, because sometimes 6 or 7 episodes, like it's hard for me to.
You lose me. To
finish, yeah. Like I'll forget about it and then go back. So it's like one episode, and it's so good. Brandi, you would love it because it's a lot about, like, I would say over half of it's kind of what happened in the Olympics and how his, he said like his identity, like his confusion with his identity, kind of propelled him to be that, that the Bruce that he was, where he was like always wanting to be the best, always having to be the best. He worked harder than everyone else. And then he said he wouldn't be able to be Caitlyn if he didn't go through that. Like he felt like that kind of saved him. Yeah.
You know what else I thought was so interesting is that being like such the all-star athlete, that none of his kids are athletes.
None of them were growing, I guess none of the boys did sports growing up, or?
No, like none of like professionally. Like I know like Kendall tried like everything.
Brandon's a musician, right? And then what does Brody do? Brody's famous.
Reality star.
Yeah.
He's real cute. I don't know. That's enough for him.
I've been to country reality. I watched the Luke Bryan documentary and then he was in concert here in Dallas and I missed it. I wish I had tickets, but I did not go. But that was amazing. And if you don't follow Luke Bryan's wife, I had the pleasure of meeting her years ago at an event, and she is so funny. And I follow her on her Instagram, and she's just like, and she does this prankster type thing. Like, I feel like she would be best friends with us, you guys.
Ew.
She was filming some reality show like a year ago in Nashville. Remember they thought it was gonna be like Real Houses of Nashville, but it's not.
Well, it was probably their documentary.
Ooh, I wonder if it was.
Maybe.
It was like a bunch of wives, I thought.
They should do a Real Housewives of Nashville. Like it's famous people.
That is something that has been like that I've known about. There's definitely something that they're filming in Nashville. And I knew about it before. They were about to start filming before COVID. And I know that contracts were in place. And I actually know quite a few of the people that they cast. And it's going to be good, you guys. But I know that they were slated for the E network. But yeah, there's some really good friends of mine that are slated to do that. So like these are fun people that Brian and I have hung out with for years, and like when we go to Nashville and do stuff. So look out for that. And I'm so excited. Like when y'all find out who the cast is, it's freaking amazing. Like they're already,
from what I've read, it's a pretty big all-star cast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, very nice. Okay,
I wonder what do you think it will be?
I've got one of my girlfriends that's on it sent me a picture of their kind of like, like where they're holding the star or whatever. I will send it to y'all as a sneak peek.
So you think they're housewives?
They're not housewives.
It's not for Bravo.
It's not for Bravo.
It's for E. Definitely it's for E.
Yeah.
You know what? I think E would be a good network because E's not that dark, right? Like aren't most of their shows kind of light and easy?
Well, E needs something because E does not have a Kardashians anymore. So what does E have?
Like they need something big, but I always felt like Kardashians was kind of PG drama. Like it wasn't anything too dark.
Yeah, they keep it PG.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, and I think it makes such a difference when you've got your mom as the producer. Like
yes. Note to everybody: if you're going to be on a reality show,
here's my question, and I don't know any of the Kardashians, but here's my question: if my mom were a producer, and there was apparently a sex tape that was leaked, you better believe that. I know your mom, Steph, would be very like, nope, this is not good being put out there. So it makes me wonder, is it true that that was planned for Ultimate Fame? Because it was the first season.
I don't think so. And the only reason I say that is because not too long before that, Paris Hilton went through her whole sex tape thing. And Kathy Hilton's kind of now talked about it on Beverly Hills about how that was like the absolute worst time of her life. Like it was just like,
I can imagine.
And if it was now, it would have been a lot different. But at that time, that was just like the worst thing that could have happened. So I wouldn't say so. I think that she probably just had to face it. It's like, all right, well, for filming this, we got to keep going with it.
That, and I also think that because I know something with another.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe that getting support is wise, yet 74% say that society discourages people from doing so. And I find that very interesting because I feel like for so long, the stigma around therapy has often been that it's so expensive, but that is really where BetterHelp comes into play. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists worldwide with the largest online therapy platform and have served over 6 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp's therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. All you do is fill out a short questionnaire to help identify your needs and preferences, and their over 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to different therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose.
Another sister came out and then they legally took action. But for some reason, I don't think that they had the wherewithal to do it in the beginning with Kim. But I think something, if I remember correctly, something with like Courtney was said to go out and then they took legal action.
Yeah, but they still filmed that for the show. There was a guy that was trying to put out some pictures of Courtney, but she was like 17. So they basically said, if you put these out, we will sue you. Well, we're going to sue you anyway, but you will now you now hold child pornography, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? I heard speculation, or I mean, it was in the news basically that, it was all
kind of orchestrated. See, I think that's kind of like one of those conspiracy theories because I've actually watched like little documentaries on this guy who like sells and buys tapes said that, oh yeah, all these people knew, like these celebrities, they do it on purpose. So I don't know. I mean, personally, I would sooner die than have something like that out there of me. But I
think Paris Hilton's was definitely not like a let's sell this kind of thing because that was like but I think then people saw that was a huge publicity moment for them. And it's like, here you go.
Yeah.
Well, the other country documentary that I watched was Country Ever After. And it's Cafe Anderson, country music, independent country music artist from Texas in LA, trying to make it as a country artist. My first question was, why are you not in Nashville?
Right. Why LA? I don't see the appeal at all in Los Angeles. Like being there, thinking about it.
That was my first thing is like, bro, like, aren't you in the wrong
like, yeah, you should be in Nashville for
Little Fish, Big Pond. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's married to a dancer who was a backup dancer for Britney Spears and major celebrities that she backup danced for. And she's a choreographer. And she just was at the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader studio teaching them choreography. So I was, and she battled colon cancer and she's a survivor. Anyways, it's a great story. It's really sweet. There's not a lot of drama. And I believe that it's the executive producer on it is Roma Downey, she's very, very Christian faith-based. And it's definitely like that. Like there's a lot of prayer and a lot of amens going on that one.
Oh my gosh, she used to do that show. Trey, you're probably too little, but I remember watching it with my mom, Touched by an Angel. Do you guys watch that? It was very Jesus.
Yeah.
It's very much a Jesus show. Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so good.
So those are my picks for y'all.
Well, we could not wrap this up without talking about Beverly Hills.
Okay,
Erica
I was
Jane has officially been sued.
Okay.
No.
For
Is it
$25 million.
official? Okay, let me ask you this, Tracy. She really
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is getting sued for $25 million?
No, Erica Jane is.
Erica Jane.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
She hadn't been officially sued up until this point.
I'm like, it's so glad we got out because we probably never get a paycheck.
Oh my God. Okay, let me ask you this though. That lawyer who writes everything, that it kind of seems a little thirsty to me. I'm going to be honest. Is he the other side's lawyer? Or is he this random lawyer who just wants attention?
No, he is their lawyer. But I think his whole tactic is, and I think it's smart, is all right, if she's trying to sway the public opinion, so will I.
Ooh, okay, that makes sense.
That's what she's doing. And last week she went after Sutton and she called her a coward for not supporting her. And she snapped at her and Sutton kind of laughed at it because it was like, honey, you have zero ground to stand on. But she is officially being sued for the $25 million. Now, just what is y'all's professional, unprofessional opinion on how much of that do you think she will actually have to pay? And do you think, how do you think this is all going to end for her? Just what's your guess?
I think she's going to be forced to sell all of her jewelry or any expensive gifts that she has. But I don't think that she has the $25 million. I think that's probably, I'm just guessing. It's probably
she's going to have to file bankruptcy.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, but I think even if you file bankruptcy, don't you have to give up your Cartier jewelry? Yes.
Yeah. Well, and there's already a bankruptcy lawyer on the case that is seizing all those assets. The house goes up for auction this week, I think.
This is just insane.
And so then the house, so there's no prenup. So everything's split 50-50. So if the house sells for $8 million, does $4 million of that go towards Tom's and $4 million goes towards Erica's 25? How does that work? That's my other question too. So I think that because of no prenup, I'm sure there is a split when the assets are sold, which really could work in her favor. I think of that $25 million, there's no way she's going to be held to even half of that. I think
if you're getting sued, your assets are frozen, aren't they? I don't know.
Frozen. Yes. So I'm like, how is she paying rent every month? I don't know.
Well, is it because she's making money? Does the money she make now, does that go again? I don't know. I've never really dealt with that. So again, we do need a lawyer. So if you're a lawyer and you know,
honestly, if you're a lawyer, message me. We'll
let us know.
Yes.
I don't know how that works. Do they garnish your paycheck? Because I know how much housewives make because, Brandi and I did the job for 5 years and there is kind of a formula that Bravo pays everybody. Mm-hmm. And it's not $25 million. So that would stress me out if I were her.
Yeah. So that's that.
I always like to have a zero balance on my credit cards and I like to check it a lot. Like even if I go buy something whatever, and it reaches over $500, I paid off right then.
Yeah. Well, so that's the big thing.
I can't imagine.
Is the lawyers are saying, they're like, all right, if it was your bills being paid for you, that's one thing. But this is money that you directly spent. This is money that you spent on dancers and PR and at Louis Vuitton and Valentino. This is not like someone went and paid your AC bill for you to the tune of $25 million. This is money that you actually spent. And so basically what they're saying is that glam is not a reason to steal from other people.
100%.
I don't know. So I think that she'll have to file bankruptcy.
She's going to be a baller on a budget. I can't wait.
She's going to be like us.
And I also think that she's going to have to continue doing the show. I would almost guarantee you she will continue doing the show because she's going to have to get through this and then rebuild something for herself. If she quits now, she's out.
Is she still making music?
No. Oh, that music costs her way more money than she ever earned from it, too. Yeah, it's inexpensive to be me.
Oh, my God. Okay, so let me ask you this, Trey. You've been watching it. I still have not. I know I need to watch it. I was on the elliptical the other day, and I was going to watch it, and then for some reason I didn't record it this season, so I'm gonna have to go back and figure out how to watch it. But you're, as a viewer, what do you think? Like, do you think she knew? Do you feel sorry for her? How do you feel about,
I think
as a viewer?
she's trying to sway the public opinion, the things she's saying. And Garcelle, God bless that woman. So she is a co-host on The Real. She also films Real House of Beverly Hills. Now, when she was filming Beverly Hills, she was working for The Real because she would not let any of them get past a point without directly confronting it. And that's made a lot of people really upset with her, including Dorit.
Why is Dorit mad?
Because they went and had this meeting without Erica, talking about how, them associating with Erica is not good for any of their images. Mostly being like just it's not. So Dorit was all on board during this lunch, and then they went and sat down with Erica, and Dorit totally changed her tune. And Garcelle was like, "That's not what you said." And she's just going to hold her to the fire with that. So what was the question?
Well, do you agree with that? Do you think she knew, like, as a...
Oh, yes. So she's trying to sway the public opinion. I think she's trying to use her castmates to sell her story. I think Lisa Rinna's bought into it. I think Lisa Rinna will buy into anything for Eric, honestly. I think she would... she's probably going to go testify for her.
I do love Lisa Rinna, though. I know some people don't, but I have a soft spot in my heart.
I think some of the girls are now like, we cannot blindly support you with some of the allegations that are coming out. So now they're starting to have questions. So I think in the beginning where she was like, all right, I can use this. I can have these girls rally behind me, which means that I'll have all these other people that watch the show behind me. Well, now half of them are starting to have questions because the stories aren't adding up. It's not making sense. So I think the first half of the show, this was serving her well. I think the back half of the show, it's not really going to serve her well. And I'm very excited for this reunion.
And the reunion is going to be like crazy, crazy, crazy. I saw on,
but
I think it was
Andy's
maybe...
going to protect her so hard.
You think so? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, maybe.
That's so, because I did see something online that Dorit is also in her own legal issues.
Dorit.
Well, and that was the thing. Is they all
Dorit?
Well, I'm like, sometimes I call her Dorito because I not quite sure.
Someone mentioned that at the table. They were like, we've all kind of had our own legal issues. Like Camille had some. Kyle has had her fair share of real estate issues. Dorit had her assets frozen last year. So and I think that's what's interesting is Sutton's like, we're not dumb. We're all very rich. We all have LLCs. We all know how this works. Sutton's the one asking the questions that we all want the answers to. And I guarantee you at this reunion, it's going to be Sutton asking the hard questions, not Andy.
Do you think it'd be Sutton and Garcelle, or is Sutton even asking harder ones than Garcelle?
Garcelle's going to make sure Sutton's going to ask the question. Garcelle's going to make sure we get the answer.
Also, I do think they will, because they're getting a lot of praise right now. And if I know anything about people that get praise, they just go they will go all in if they feel like everybody's behind them.
Yeah. But who's like not interesting anymore is Crystal Minkoff.
She's not interested? Why?
Well, she's just like...
Just there?
At first, they pushed her really hard, and now they've way pulled back. But also, you know what? Beverly Hills is getting a little too messy. Like, the Erica stuff is enough for me to digest every week as this. Yeah. But now we have, like, Garcelle and Dorit fighting, and then Sutton and Erica fighting. It's like, let's just have one. We're more than happy with our Erica issues.
Yeah, because it's like a I don't know, like you're watching a crime documentary almost.
Yes, but when it becomes like a dog fight, it's like, okay, I'm not interested. And Beverly Hills is teetering that line of getting just a little too messy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it because I hear it's amazing. It's hard because I don't know. I have not watched it, so I hate to really form an opinion. I just know, Brandi and I met Erica at Andy's baby shower, and she was really sweet. Like, everybody's always really nice to you, which is really hard because as an audience, I know they don't see that side, but I mean, she knew when Brandi's birthday was. She was like, oh yeah, your best friend's Brandi. We share a birthday. So like, she just seemed really nice at the time. And I know people think she, say she's cold, but she wasn't to us. Like, didn't you think, Brandi?
Yeah, no, she's always been really lovely. Like, I mean...
So I would hope that she didn't know.
She's intimidating because, like, here we are like goofballs, and then she's...
Yeah.
Like, that's, I think I think that's one of the reasons you love Lisa Rinna so much, is because she's a lot like just a free spirit. Like she's not afraid to just be herself. And then sometimes when you're around these people, they're so buttoned up and put together, but then it's like they're putting on a show, versus just being themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's intimidating because the way she carries herself, and you don't ever see like a fun, goofy side of her.
Yeah, she's very like, I would agree. She's very like, she carries herself well. She's very put together. But she's also like, she was also really sweet. Like I didn't feel like she looked down on us because we were the baby franchise or the franchise that wasn't doing the numbers of Beverly Hills, which I always appreciate because sometimes you do feel like other franchises look down on you. Well, guys, I love you guys. Brandi, how are you feeling not working? Are you still feeling good about life? Do you feel like you have some? Here's the deal with Brandi. Before, when we do these podcasts, she would never watch anything, and now she's not working. She's watching everything. She's watching things I didn't even know were out there.
You should look him.
She has all this free time. See, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. As always, we appreciate you. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram and Facebook.
And me at Brandi Redman on Insta.
And if you're a lawyer, message me at Trey_Stewart because we want your legal opinion next week.
If you're a lawyer and you watch Beverly Hills, like we actually need you to know what's going on too. So I know we have somebody who follows us that knows. So Trey_Stewart, message him, let him know, because Brandi and I are horrible at looking at our messages. So don't message us because we will never respond.
Yeah, because when I look at those messages and then people, I want to be like, go F yourself too.
I know.
Don't look at it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Bye, you guys.